For Schlong today, I don't know if we have any watchers or listeners from Springfield, Ohio, which is not a place that I ever suspected would be in the news for being overrun by Haitian illegals. And yet here we are.
Right.
It's gotten to the point, and this is a tiny little town. This is like a town of 60,000 people. And now they've got a third of the town now is now Haitian illegals. And that's bad enough on its face. But now there are all these horrifying reports of these illegals stealing pets and eating them, like just regular cats and dogs, and like eating them and going to ponds and just grabbing ducks and geese and strangling them and eating them. Like, these people are psycho.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, here's a guy just carrying around a goose, right? So there's all these reports they're eating local pets, geese and ducks. The town with a population of only 58,000 has had to accommodate 20,000 Asian migrants.
God.
This is absolutely insane. There was a Facebook post from someone there saying, "Warning to all about our beloved pets and those around us. My neighbor informed me that her daughter's friend lost her cat. She checked pages, kennels, asked around. One day she came home from work. As soon as she stepped out of her car, looked towards a neighbor's house where Haitians live and saw her cat hanging from a branch like you would do with a deer for butchering. They were carving it up to eat. I've been told they're doing this to dogs. They've been doing it at Snyder Park with the ducks and geese. I was told that last bit by rangers and police. Please keep a close eye on your animals."
Oh my God.
I mean, what the hell is going on?
They're going to try that with my Great Danes?
They better not.
You try doing that with my Great Dane. I'm speechless when it comes to this. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing in this country?
It's so much worse. There's so many different angles to this story. So, for example, here's one just related to the housing that Fox reported about.
Springfield, Ohio is facing a significant housing crisis as thousands of Haitian migrants have arrived on their doorstep because of the federal government. The Haitian migrant population in the city has skyrocketed to an estimated 50 to 20,000. That is about 1/3 of the city's entire population.
And here's another Facebook post saying, "Listen, just wanted to say all the shit you're seeing isn't an exaggeration at all. The number of car accidents, hostile confrontations is insane. My aunt walked into a women's restroom at the grocery store last month and was screamed at by 2 grown naked men taking a shower in the sink."
Oh my God.
This is out of control. And this is Springfield, Ohio.
It's in Ohio.
Like,
yeah.
what?
Didn't the Clintons take care of all the Haitians? Weren't they the ones who were supposed to be helping Haiti?
Millions and millions and millions and millions
right.
of dollars.
Weren't they supposed, I thought they were supposed to be the ones that were helping. Anyways, it's just side note. Guess they weren't helping much. Now it's okay. So we've got this influx in Ohio. I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, this is small town, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our congressmen and our senators, they don't have to deal with this. They don't have to deal with any of this.
Purpose. They choose these cities on purpose.
Right. Yeah, this is the thing. It's kind of like in Texas, like a lot of these politicians, they're like, this isn't a problem. Illegal immigrants, they're not a problem, right? Because you don't have to deal with it.
Right.
You don't have to deal with the problems because you live in your little gated communities and you have to deal with this crap. So now I see this. Every town is a border town now. Mm-hmm. Every town, every city is a border city. Every state is a border state. Like, this is happening all over our country. This is why deport them all. This is just so gross.
People in Springfield are getting fed up and they're now speaking out at their city council meetings. Got a couple of examples. Here's one woman who's she's going to have to leave her house.
Noel.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
I live at 426 Northwestern Avenue. Miss Skinner, who I'm not trying to put on the spot, is my neighbor.
Just talk to me, ma'am. Thank you so much.
And I'm done with what I'm seeing. It is so unsafe in my neighborhood anymore.
Oh my God.
I have the homeless that were trying to camp out, and I have made concessions with them, and I try to help them the best I can to keep them from trying to squat on my property. But it is so unsafe. I have men that cannot speak English in my front yard screaming at me, throwing mattresses in my front yard, throwing trash in my front yard. And I can't. Look at me. I weigh 95 pounds. I couldn't defend myself if I had to. My husband is elderly, and last night, after living in this home for 45 years, he said, Noelle, guess what? It's time to pack up and move. He said, we can't do this anymore. He said, it's killing both of us mentally. I don't understand what you expect of us as citizens. I mean, I understand they're here under temporary protected status and you're protecting them. And I understand that our city services are overwhelmed and understaffed. But who's protecting us? If we're protecting them, who's protecting me?
Yeah.
I want out of this town. I am sorry. Please give me a reason to stay. Thank you.
You know what enrages me is that she's begging and saying, please. Those people work for her. It is their responsibility to keep her safe. And she's like, please help me, please. You guys, when is enough enough? I mean, the responsibility of government is to keep you safe. That is their number one job. And they have failed us. They failed us. I'm so sick of this shit. I'm so like on just a massive scale. Everybody, we are frogs in the boiling water. Like everybody's just like, I mean, it's fine. It's fine, right? It's fine. They have failed us. It's like you pay taxes. And a lot of them, we fought a revolution over a T tax. I say that all the time. And it's like, people are just like, I mean, it's fine that I pay 28, 30, 35% in tax. I mean, that's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. And then that woman is literally begging these people to help her.
To just stay in her home. That's all she's trying to do.
Right. That's their number one job. And she's begging them. They work for her. They're her employees. I mean, they've forgotten that. They've all forgotten it.
There was another woman who spoke at the same meeting who, I don't have the whole thing, but I'll just give you the rundown before what you're about to hear. She talks about walking down some of the, because she grew up there. She was born there, lived there her whole life. And she has fond memories of all of these parts of town that are now completely shattered.
I feel like we have been invaded by some sort of pest. I'm angry that my friends and family are packing up and moving away.
Not okay.
I'm angry that foreigners are using up the resources that were set up for the Americans that reside here. I'm angry that another country's flag was being flown in our city. God. I'm angry when I see our businesses and recreational areas littered with garbage left by people that do not know or understand our laws and culture and are making no attempt to learn about them. And let me be clear, this is not about race. This is about people being given the privilege of coming here from another country and having no respect for our people, our land, or our life's work. People living their life here the way they did in Haiti, angry, stealing, polluting, living in filth, and acting like animals. These are not civilized people. Opening containers in our grocery stores, helping themselves to what's inside and throwing the rest onto the shelves and floors. God. Pulling off of the highway to publicly clean and gut the roadkill lying there in front of anyone that passes by, stealing animals from farmers and leaving their severed heads at the side of an old school where children play, relieving themselves in public, making some barbaric stew out of the birds that live in our park. This is insanity, and it has to stop. What will become of Springfield? Where will we be in 5 years? The thought terrifies me. Will it be some sort of dystopian wasteland with most of our original residents having moved away? And those that cannot afford to move being locked inside their homes, living in fear? This thought is keeping me awake at night. I just want the old Springfield back. I know it was far from perfect, but at least it was still ours. Thank you.
Beautifully put. Absolutely beautifully put.
Enraging.
It's beyond, it's beyond enraging. This is not okay. These people pay taxes. Get them out of there. 20-something thousand out of 58,000 residents. I mean, they had 58,000 residents. You bring in 20-something thousand illegals. Mm-hmm. What are you going to get? You're going to get chaos. You're going to get mayhem. They're done. That town is done.
I know.
They ruined it.
So sad. And the impacts have been such, I mean, you hear those stories, but then you also hear other side stories that are just so unbelievable. But it gives you a sense of how deep the impacts go. So, for example, you're about to hear from a grandpa whose daughter has a little boy ready to go to preschool. And what they told this woman about her son coming to preschool in Springfield, Ohio, will have your head exploding.
And if you watch my channel, you know I live in small town Ohio. So she goes, takes him down to the meet and greet. They tell her, that she has to hire a translator.
Oh my God.
With her own money in order to send him to preschool because he is the only student that doesn't speak Spanish. Really? So obviously she didn't do it. She pulled him out of preschool. And this migrant problem is not, it's not a red state, blue state thing, because I live in a red state and we're just overrun with them.
I mean, I can't.
Yeah,
she has to hire her own translator. Yeah. And this is the thing. So they're driven out of there. You don't want to leave, but as a parent, I'd be like, we're done. I'm out. We're gone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you want a better life for your kid. So you go, you leave. But
and then you're giving up your town.
You're giving up your town. And it's like, this is what they want, you guys. This is what Democrats want. This is what liberals want. It's the strategy. They want you to give up. I mean, this is insane. We have got to take back our cities. We've got to take back our towns. We've got to take back our country. And we've got to get these people out of here.
There was one, a cop was called about a lost cat and what this woman saw with this cat. And you're going to see the body cam footage.
You do? Why'd you kill the cat? Smile for me. Smile with your teeth. Go like this. Did you eat that cat? Did you eat it? No, why'd you kill it? Did you guys see all this?
No, we pulled up and she was just laying there with it.
Did you see her eating it?
Eating it.
She was eating it?
Yeah, she was.
You call the Humane Society to see if they'll come pick this cat up. It's deceased.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Psychos. I mean, just disgusting, savage.
Freaking animals. Yeah.
Psychos.
Freaking
and
animals.
And then here's another angle, and this will be the last one about this topic. But this is also, so imagine that you're just living your life. You're in Springfield. You're just a regular person obeying all the laws. And then because of this added population, here's what happens.
Fucking mad right now. So I just got off the insurance company. Got off the phone with the insurance company and was told that my insurance went up because of the cost of doing business in my area.
Oh my God.
I have two vehicles, two nice vehicles that I'm, took a loan out on. And both of the drivers, me and my wife, have good driving records. No accidents in over, she's never had an accident. I had an accident when I was a teenager, so it's probably been over 16 years ago I had an accident. And my insurance has gone up over $100 a month within 6 months.
God.
I pay over $420 a month for insurance for full coverage.
Oh my gosh.
They're nice looking cars. So I live in Springfield, Ohio, where the influx of Haitians are, and we have had an enormous amount of car accidents because they don't know how to drive. So now, because of that, my car insurance has gone up significantly.
Unreal.
I cannot believe that these people have to deal with this. All they were doing is all the right things. And this is how their government treats them.
Yeah. The people that we pay to take care of us. Again, they got to rise up, man. These people, this is out of control. You guys, we got to do something about this. This is crazy. We cannot give up our country because you think it's just one town. It's not just one town.
Mm-mm.
This is a cancer and it will spread.